When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Start training for a new career in as little as 18 days. National EMS Institute's innovative boot camp program will train you for a new career. Learn to respond to emergency situations and become a certified EMT in just 18 days. National EMS Institute guarantees 100% job placement. Visit www.nationaleMSinstitute.com today to learn more about our 18-day boot camp. Or call us at 1-800-497-6732. NationalEMSinstitute.com.
Stuck in a boring, low-paid job? By 2017, there will be a shortage of 2 million cybersecurity jobs worldwide. If you have a technical background but don't have a computer certification, you're being drastically underpaid. In months, you could be qualified for a new job in information technology, making real money with real job security. A new career is just a few clicks away at thecodeoflearning.com.
Rod Eccles.
You know, one of the things that really got my goat today, and if you're just joining now, you're going to have to go back and listen to the opening monologue of today's program, because one of the things that got my goat today about this whole terrorist attack out in California. And yes, it is a terrorist attack. I'm not going to rehash that, but just understand it is a terrorist attack. And there is ample proof, whether or not the cops say, well, we don't know yet. BS. They know. But we've got this top-down type of non-reference that we just cannot. Look, if we start talking, if Obama and the Obama administration and law enforcement, I hate that term. Because I don't want them to be enforcing the law anymore. I want them upholding the law. And obviously, well, I'm not politically correct, but you can't say lawman anymore. Well, there was a movie about that. I know who the stars that were in it, but I can't remember their real names. I can't remember the name of the. Basically, Ron Perlman was a U.S. Marshal in it, and I happen to like this particular actor too. He was in Fargo, the movie Fargo. And he's in some quirky, I think it's an HBO series or maybe it's a Netflix, some cable series. I haven't seen it, but I can't remember his name. This is terrible. Anyway, he was the local sheriff, and what you had is a couple of two escaped convicts who go to this, who escape, and they make it to this town. And they pretend to be this gay couple who's coming in to help the girls and run this pageant. The little girl pageant thing. Where they make up girls into looking like, I'm going to say it. Have you ever seen some of these little girl pageants? There was even a TV series, a reality show about that. These pageant moms and stuff. They dress up these girls and make these girls act like little whores. That's the truth. I'm sure somebody's out there doing a facepalm saying, Rod did not just say that. Oh, my. Yes, they do. The John Benet Ramsey thing. Come on, folks. Well, how old was the girl? Like 6? And in some of those pictures, the way she was made up, she looked like she could be 20. It's not the little girl's fault. It's the parents' fault, and usually the mother. Well, no, actually, it's the dad's fault because they let this type of stuff happen. Come on, be a real man and tell your wife you're not going to make your little 4 or 5 or 6-year-old look like a freaking 20-year-old whore. These things are terrible. I'm not against, a so-called baby beauty contest. Hey. I learned, a while ago that my mother entered me into those things. I guess I won 2 of them. But, for boys, they're not slapping on the makeup and making you look like you're 20. Why would you do that to a little girl? Take away her innocence that way. But anyway, I'm getting off track. These two convicts, they go into this town and they pretend to be they're this gay couple that's supposed to come in and help them with this pageant thing, and one of the guys that's a sheriff who also happens to be closetly gay happens to like one of the convicts. He doesn't know they're convicts, but these other criminals come into town and they try to rob the bank. Now, the sheriff is the only lawman in town, and he tries to take them on all by himself. Well, the marshal, Ron Perlman, is trying to track down the fugitives, and he gets led to this town. And he's on top of this building across the street from the bank, and he sees what's going down in the bank. And before he can act, the sheriff, the lone sheriff, pulls up and tries to take on the bad guys in the bank by himself. Now, Ron Perlman, the marshal, you later learn is also gay, but he looks down upon this sheriff because, the other guys are saying, well, let's go handle this. He goes, wait. And Ron Perlman's like, wait, Here comes the local law. And he sees, he goes, wow, now that's a real lawman. That's what lawmen were. They upheld the law by confronting real criminals. They're not out there enforcing the law by pulling over people who happen to be doing, 35 and a 30, or happen to snap a picture at a stoplight with their cell phone and then get pulled over a block away and given a ticket. That's enforcing the law. That's enforcing stupid law. That's enforcing all the laws that generate revenue for the state. That's not upholding the law, the Constitution. It's not upholding the federal Constitution. It's not upholding the state Constitution. It's enforcing the laws that all these wonderful municipalities and state legislatures have decided to throw out there and say, well, something that you used to do that was legal that really wasn't a public endangerment, well, now we've decided that it is a public endangerment, and we're going to make you a criminal for doing it. But I've already talked about that ad nauseum. So what I want is lawmen. And I know that, well, man, there are women that are that uphold the law, man. There are women police officers and sheriffs and all that. I'm not politically correct. And when I say lawmen, I mean men and women. Look, we don't say mankind and womankind. We just say mankind. We just say man. Man, when we talk about the general human population. Man does this, or man is like this. We don't say man and woman are like, no, we say man. I don't know, maybe that's politically incorrect, but I don't give a crap. I want lawmen, not law enforcers. Because that's what's really going to make it. Because, you know what? You get law enforcers and you get too many bad guys. Did you hear that they're going to, speaking of bad cops, did you hear that they're going to release another dash cam video of another cop shooting another suspect? Now, I haven't seen it yet, but from what I've heard from the news, and who knows what the truth really is until you actually see the damn thing, but it sounds like, from what they're saying, it's another incident in Chicago that happened a few days before LaQueen, whatever that kid's name was gunned down and shot 16 times by that other white officer. It's irrelevant, really, what the color of the officer is and what the color of the kid is, but I'm assuming that this new video is another white officer and a black man, and the black man ends up dead because the cop shoots him. Now, I'm holding off to wait and see what the video says, but it happened before this one where the cop was just indicted for murder. Well, what is taking him so long to release this stuff? These are people that have taken it on themselves, even though that they have a badge, they've still taken it on themselves to enforce the law at all cost. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. Now, I don't know the whole story about the Chicago cop thing. I don't know what it looked like the kid was walking down the highway holding a knife. I don't know what he did beforehand. You know, they have all of these. There were a lot of police officers surrounding this kid. So I don't know what he did beforehand because they don't tell you that in the news stories. And quite frankly, I'm not really interested in knowing what he did beforehand. It's irrelevant. You know, what's the in Ferguson? You know, everybody talks about, well, you know, the big gentle kid that was gunned down. He was so nice. Oh, but wait, just before the cop, he had his interaction with the cop. He bullied and robbed a convenience store. That's irrelevant. The cop didn't know that. It's irrelevant. What is relevant and is only relevant is what transpired that led to the shooting of the suspect. So in that particular case,